I got another great question from another amazing mama named Erica in my last video. The question's up on the screen and she goes on to explain in other comments that she doesn't want to punish or reprimand her child because she believes her child is doing nothing wrong. She tends to take him to a quiet place in their bedroom and have some book time and things like that. So let's go ahead and get into it. There's an extremely common phase in early childhood development called growing independence. And to be honest with you, I believe my 2-year-old daughter is going through these types of things. And it sounds similar to what you're going through in your son. Almost every child will have a realization one day that they can do some things on their own. And some of those children will have overconfidence and think that they don't need you anymore. Some of those children will also display random emotions that don't necessarily fit the occasion, like what's going on. And for instance, my daughter will randomly just be sad or pouty or say things similar to what your son is saying, like, go away, I don't want to be near you right now, and stuff like that. I'd like to bring up a couple things that I would try to avoid. One of those things is forcing quality time. That could eventually build a resentment between you and your son. Another thing I would avoid is disqualifying or cheapening his emotions and what he's saying, like what he's expressing. If that's how he feels, that's how he feels, and that's okay. Now, something that you can practice doing is repeating back what he says to you. One, that'll show him that you're actually listening to him, and two, it'll help him go through the actual effects of what he's requesting of you. A caveat to that would be to only give him that space if he's being respectful to you and the people around him. Something like that can help him understand that a request like that should not and will not be fulfilled unless there is a mutual respect between you and him. This is something very, very common in a lot of children, like my 2-year-old, and eventually they will grow out of it. Now, here's something that I want to say to you. When he says things that might seem harmful or make you sad, just remember all of the good things that you have in your relationship, the things that you both smile about, the things that you both laugh about. And lastly, this is not a reflection of you. This is not a reflection of how good or how bad of a mother you are or what type of woman you are. This is something that is very common and it passes, but I want you to know this. I know that you love that boy. I know that you're a good mother, and I know that this will get better. If anyone has any other questions, please feel free to ask them below.